What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode.
Morning.
Very, very muggy out today.
It is very humid.
Yeah, started working on the interior of the house, which you'll see hopefully later on today. Not quite sure how much we can work and edit a video and get it out in time, but
It's a little bit of a change, but
yeah, a little bit. It's gonna be a big change overall.
yeah, from what you had originally planned on.
Yeah, so anyways, this is gonna be an update video on Dad. So I'm gonna go ahead and give him the reins and let him kind of just let you know what's been going on, and I'm still learning this whole process with him. So
Well, my doctor, my oncologist, had ordered a new treatment. It's more of a natural,
prostate cancer is what.
yeah, it's for prostate cancer. That's what I have that has metastasized, into my bones and what was in my bladder, which was clear the last time we had it checked. But I'm still taking the Eligard shots and also the Erlita tablets that they prescribed. But he decided that he would try a new therapy called Provenge. It's Provenge if y'all wanted to look it up.
Have you ever heard of that before?
No. It's the type of therapy that it is has been around. I asked them how long this procedure has been done here, and the nurse told me since 2013, and her first patient that had it is still around kicking, so evidently it works good. What it does is I have to go in actually on May 2nd.
The day after his birthday.
Yeah, and it's kind of like a dialysis machine.
Y'all go this way.
They'll put a steel needle in one arm, and then the regular IV type in the other arm, and it's kind of like when you have kidney problems and have dialysis where they filter your blood and stuff. So what their plan is to put me on this machine. It takes about 3.5 to 4 hours, they said, depending on how my blood flows. But once they hook me up, when it circulates my blood through this machine, they have a little small window where the white blood cells are, and they're going in there and they're extracting out my white blood cells. And as soon as the procedure's over, they have a courier there that takes it, ships it either to California or over to Georgia, one of the two. And what they do, once they get the white blood cells that they need, and send it to the company, Provenge, they have for prostate cancer, and they inject it into my white blood cells, and it starts recreating what you call killer T cells that have memory for prostate cancer. And when they extract that stuff, they do it like on a Monday, and then on the following Friday it will be shipped back, and I'll go to my oncologist, and they put an IV in my arm and start dripping my own T cells back into my body. And what that does, when those T cells get in there, because they have memory of prostate cancer, it goes through my body searching out prostate cells,
Which is pretty cool.
The cancer cells, and it attacks them and kills them. So I have to do that 3 times in a month.
And then the follow-up, right? Twice a week for a month, right?
It's going to be, they'll do this procedure that takes 3 to 4 hours, extracting white blood cells, send them back to the oncologist. Oncologist puts them back into me. The following week, on a Monday again, they do the same procedure for 3.5 to 4 hours, extract more of those T cells out, the white blood cells, do the same procedure. It's injected with that memory, and I have to do that 3 times in a month. So it's going to be kind of a long procedure.
Well, the first time they said you may need a ride, right?
Yeah, they told me go ahead and have somebody
Possibly.
drive me over, or be able to drive me back.
Just depending on how you
Yes,
react to it or
because
something.
they said some people it makes them real weak.
Sorry if the wind is.
Particularly when they start putting the T cells back in your body. They said, there's some reactions sometimes, it might make you weak. And also, they said just go ahead and have somebody drive me, whether it be Jared or Matt. And
You don't want Mom to drive you?
No, Mom can't see.
That'd be an interesting trip.
No, yeah, it would. But anyway, I do that procedure for 3 times in a month, and let those good old T cells get after the prostate cancer cells that are in my body. It'll search them out. And
this is all being done in Corpus, right?
yes, fortunately,
Only an hour, within an hour.
right? Because normally you'd have to go like to Houston or San Antonio or somewhere like that. But I go to the blood center in Corpus, and that's where they extract it. But they have to ship it off to have the Provenge injected into it, and then my oncologist in Corpus will be able to put it back into my body. So, and if I tolerate it very well, then I can drive myself over there, they said.
What are you going to do for 4 hours?
Well, they said they have YouTube TV. They said you can just watch whatever you want.
Better be my channel.
Said take your, your tablet or a phone or a book, whatever you want to do. But
do they allow guests with you, or you have to be by yourself?
No.
Oh.
And so, but I didn't figure anybody want to sit there for 3.5, 4 hours. So if y'all do go,
Told Mom we'll go We'll go visit the Selena Memorial,
yeah,
and then
might
go do some fishing
or,
out there.
Go to Cole Park or something.
Whatever, put it in rewind.
But yeah, it's this treatment's been around since 2013. I know on Tucker Carlson there was Dr. Soon. I forget what.
Is that the one that we watched?
It was one but his is a vaccine that does the same thing basically. It generates killer T cells.
And no, we didn't get any of the vaccine, by the way.
No. And so it just uses your own cells. It's not like there's any other adverse stuff. It's your own. They replicate it and they grow it, and then, like I said, it's kind of weird how they do stuff, technology these days. But anyway, we're hoping that will alleviate a lot of the spreading, start killing the cancer. I'd still take my protocol. I feel good. My bones don't hurt right now.
I was going to ask you that, if you're hurting at all.
No, I every now and then, like in my groin area, but I don't know if that's just sitting around or stretching.
I don't know. That day we were, what did we do? My knee was hurting real bad, and you had said something about that your groin was hurting. We did some fencing or something, I think is what it was.
I think it's just stretching it too much.
Probably.
Or something, straining it. But
you look better and you're moving around better.
Yeah, I mean, my collarbone that was so sore, it felt like somebody had hit me with the hammer on my collarbone. It was like it was so bruised.
Mom said you shouldn't have been talking, you know what?
Well,
she's probably laughing and like that right there.
But anyway, that quit hurting. I don't feel any pain. Like I said, I'm still doing my protocols, and it's just harder and harder now to get the ivermectin that I take. I guess people are getting wise to how ivermectin basically can cure a lot of different
we
cancers.
take that even when we're just sick. We take it and you start feeling better the next day, basically.
Well, it kills parasites.
I don't really like the taste of it too much, but if it works, it works.
I found a place where I can get some pills, and so the fenbendazole that I take, I've already gotten a bottle of that. The ivermectin, like I said, it's being shipped to me, and this is without a prescription. So I'm thinking they're going to go ahead and legalize it where you can just buy it over the counter anyway, is what I understand, because, Trump and,
Don't get me canceled now.
nah, but because Maha, Kennedy and all, they're trying to get things to where you can, take stuff and do stuff now without being rejected by doctors and things. Because I know doctors are under scrutiny right now. They're not allowed to
Sure they are.
prescribe that kind of stuff unless it's specific. Like, say, if I had scabies or something, I could get.
That was last year.
Huh?
That was last year when
Yeah.
you had scabies.
I could go in and say, okay, you have, scabies and stuff, so they can prescribe ivermectin for that. But for cancer, they won't allow them to. It's kind of strange. Ivermectin's been around since way back when they were treating malaria, a lot of different countries and stuff. But anyway, I am getting the pill form, so I don't have to take horse paste anymore. Like you said, he doesn't like the flavor of it. It's
not terrible,
green apple, but
I don't
it's
like
kind of bitter.
I don't like any kind of medicine, so.
And also the fenbendazole that I've been taking is dog warmers, Panicure C, strictly for, it says for dogs, not for human consumption, but, it's me, my body.
When you're a dog, you're a dog.
That's right. I'm going to do what I got to do. And it works, I'm telling you. That and a combination of vitamins and things like that. I know it works. So I can't sit here and tell you, yes, go do it. But hey, when you have cancer, what else do you have to lose?
You got to try whatever.
And so they have done a new peer-reviewed study in October of 24, and because it's not FDA approved for humans to be treated, or the cancer to be treated with this product, but they did a new review and said that yes, it definitely it works. Somehow chemically it changes your cells to not allow the cancer to be able to enter into your cells and attack them. But like I said, with this new protocol that I'm going to be doing, or therapy, be my own T cells, we're going to beat this. I feel like it's pretty much beat already, but we're going to make sure it's
make you great again.
Yeah. But I feel real good. We cut back on sugars and things like that, and
for sure, like all the bad sugars. There's sugars in so many things, though,
right.
but we have cut
it's
back.
It's hard to stop everything.
I yell at him and Mom all the time, like, don't eat this, don't eat that.
Yeah, you got to treat yourself sometimes.
Mom, every time we go to DG now, she's always eyeballing the candy aisle. I said, nope, keep on walking, lady.
But
we'll do an update video on Mom. I'll have her on a video maybe this week, and just have an update with her and let her tell you how she's feeling, and
yeah,
just like
she
he is.
We're still trying to get a neurology appointment for a neurologist. I don't know what the holdup is on that. Well, I guess we're going to have to start making calls to figure out why. I don't know if they'll be able to see anything, after it being so long since her episode, if it's neurological or what it was. They did rule out that it was not heart attack or stroke, but something neurological went wrong, and the little virus that y'all had and everything, I'm sure it all compounded and hit her real hard.
It was a wake-up call.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
changed all of us for a good way, in a good
Yeah.
way. So,
But she's been doing fairly good. And I told her, I said, at least go out in the sun 15, 20 minutes a day, get that good old
she
vitamin D.
lays out by the pool too now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Not that it's real sunny right now, a little overcast, and it's been a little windy. Hopefully they can hear everything.
Even as hot as it is out here, that pool, the water is still probably in the 70s.
It'll shrink your marbles, baby. It'll shrink them.
It stays pretty cool. It feels good when the sun is directly beating on you. But
We'll say that here in about 2 months.
yeah, then the
When
water
summer
be
rolls
warm.
around and you jump in, it's a hot tub.
Yeah. But no, just wanted to update you a little bit on the procedures that we're going to be doing, and hopefully things just turn around and completely put all this in remission. Like I said, it's my bones don't hurt anymore, um, and with God and all the medications and treatments, and we're doing good.
We'll keep you guys updated on this channel. Now that I'm posting more, we'll be going to Corpus pretty often, so just do some videos maybe on the way up there or the way back and just update you on what's going on. And that last video I did yesterday talking about my fruit trees, I had Dad look at it as well. I looked at the comments
They're
and stuff,
aphids.
and I don't know, I'm not a tree expert or
Yeah.
bug expert or anything, but we did get some stuff to spray on it.
This is
And
what I told him. I said, if you don't, I said, it'll start spreading, even though it's stuck on
like I
those
said, it's those
two.
two, which I'm very thankful it's just the two, but
They will spread, though.
I'm going to spray them probably here today or this evening. You said to do it in the evening.
Yeah.
And then I'll keep an eye on them, make sure they don't spread anymore, and go from there. Hopefully we'll get a good abundance of
Do that.
fruit this year.
Just spray all your trees with it.
Yeah.
That way it'll ward them off if they try to.
Yeah.
People saying you can probably buy some ladybugs.
And they're here. I've seen ladybugs on the trees. Not a lot of them, but they're out here.
Yeah. But sometimes you got to be careful when you get ladybugs online. It's not the right ones. It's a different kind of.
Yeah, knowing me, I'd buy one that would sit there and just probably eat my tree up.
It looks similar to a ladybug, but it's not.
Yeah, I'm gonna spray something on there. No kind of crazy chemicals or anything.
Yeah.
So that should be taken care of. I wanted to address that, and thank you guys for all the comments about it. So
Yeah. Like I said, everything's looking good. It's good and green. Like I said, he's been flooding the yard. And,
almost ready to mow again.
yeah.
I gotta finish. I gotta come out here and reweed the garden. You can see the grass back here growing in, and all this stuff is starting to grow pretty good. I had a friend, a viewer, stop by and give us some extra peppers, and I put those in, and they've doubled in size almost so far. So
Yeah, you'll probably put some worms in this.
that's what he was telling me. Put some worms in there. I'm not gonna grab any from over there, but I'll just go and get some more and put a little bit in each and let them help
Just
maintain it.
aerate the soil, keep it from hardening and stuff like that. But
You ready to get back to work?
yeah, I guess.
All right. Well, anyways, we appreciate y'all for watching this. If you know of anybody that's had that same procedure, comment down below and let us know how that went and any kind of encouraging words for them. And same thing with Mom. And we're just going to do one day at a time. And
That's all we can do.
today we're going to be doing some building on the interior. And like I said, it's some people may not think it's a huge change, but in my book, it completely changes the way the whole house is going to be laid out. Not laid out, but the way we're going to finish out the interior. So anyways, appreciate y'all for watching, and I guess we will catch y'all on the next one.
All righty.
Peace.
See ya.
Bye, guys. Godzilla.